Hold on. I wanted to do the villains. Perfect. Yeah, there we go for the segment. So Boom Eggman, he is more like cartoony. He's not really doing anything dastardly. His plans come off very like, I'm gonna steal all the burgers in the Sonic area, you know? Like, but he is funny. So I'll put him in cool for at least being funny. Eggman himself is a peak villain. I think, you know, he's got a perfect mix of like menacing, psychopathic, powerful, father, you know, he's cool as shit. He's awesome. We love Eggman, peak villain. I mean, would you, calling this guy a villain is just like, it's like, I don't know. I mean, this is the guy, he's just a little guy. This guy doesn't really do shit. I mean, what does he do besides like run back and forth? This guy design wise is really cool. Doesn't really do anything besides one boss fight. But I'd put him in cool just by like the look. Very, very scary boss fight, you know? Mecha Sonic MK1 is the most evil thing ever created. Yeah, but he looks cool as shit too. Metal Sonic, your peak. I love everything about Metal Sonic. I love his aura. I love his ideals. I love his design. I'll fuck with him. Now, I know people like these guys. I mean, they're alright, bro. Again, they fall to me in like the cartoony... Like, I mean, I'd put them here. I'd put them right here with like Boom Eggman, where they're like... It's more like they're silly. I don't know. They don't got aura, bro. Yeah, to me, they're like Boom Eggman, where they're like the old school cartoony villain where it's like, oh, we fucked up. I guess we'll try another day, pal. You know, like I think they're great, but I think that's where I would keep them. This monkey patroller, I'm gonna put you down here, bro. I don't think you're doing much for me. Fang. I used to fuck with Fang heavy, bro. But after what he did to me in Superstars, I don't know if I can forgive him. I do think Fang, design-wise, is a hella carry. Like, he's got a cool design. I guess, yeah, he is evil and sadistic. He does have a cool design. I'm gonna put him in cool. He does also, like, have the classic game trap where, like, he doesn't, like, really do anything besides, like, kind of show up. And even in Superstars, he's like, oh, like, his biggest thing is, like, he'll yell at a kid. I mean, these guys, they're iconic. I'll give them they're funny little, you know, blaster bots. I'm not mad at them for existing. Holy aura. Holy aura. The only reason I won't put him in peak is because fan animation carry for sure. But like as a tough boss fight, it's fire. I think that's like a perfect place for him. He's definitely, yeah, he's got no story. He is carried by how raw his design is and how cool he is, you know? But again, he has cartoon carry. I'm all of these guys in booty cheeks. This entire squad over here just booty to the cheeks, bro. Being the Dynamite and his bear buddy. I mean, these guys are aight. I mean, this is like the definition of aight to me. Like, they don't do anything. You see them sometimes in like some comics. They show up, toss some bombs. They're a little cartoony, but like you very rarely see like them at all in anything. Mecha Knuckles, again, a design carry for sure, but I wouldn't even say he has a raw boss fight like Mecha to put him in fire. So I'll put him in cool. And Tails doll, I mean, what else do you want in life? I mean, that's the, like, that is aura right there. You know, that is true, genuine aura. Nothing can beat that in terms of horror. The robot that kidnaps Amy, I mean, he's kind of terrifying. Like, you know, I would say he's a scary stalker. I'll put him in cool, yeah, because it was scary when you were younger to hear like the music and how he's just like stalking. He's terrible. His name is Zero. Well, he's scary. You know, I do Ivan. He's a scary guy, but I'll put him in cool at least. Tribe leader, causing the downfall of the Echidna. I'm inclined to put him in cool because we don't get too... Yeah, Patchamet. Now, he did lose aura because of the Knuckles show. But I think if they had fleshed... I think Pachama... I think he would be a better villain if they fleshed out, like, his ideals, why he did what he did, you know. But it's like, obviously, like, he caused the Echidna downfall, but I would like a bit more on his life and backstory and what maybe caused them to be like that. Yeah, they will in the Sonic Adventure 1 remake. Oh my god. Dude, I'm inclined. I'm thinking he might be, yeah, I think I might go peak for Chaos. I love Chaos, man. There is something so scary about Chaos, like all his different forms, all the different boss fights you have with him. Like, I don't know, man. The design is peak, the vibe. That's what I'm saying, Wednesday. This guy is fucking awesome, dude. I love Chaos. Everything, like, I genuinely wish he was like playable in Crossroads because I love him as a character. I think it's like a 10 out of 10 design. I think, you know, perfect Chaos is terrifying. The concept of him getting new forms via different Chaos Emeralds is so fucking cool. He did murder the Echidna tribe, which makes him like actually evil too. But yeah, I love him. I love Chaos. I would love to see him come back in some way, be such a cool fight. Ooh, this is Gamma's family. Gamma family for me, E-series, I'll put them in cool because you don't, like, they don't do anything. I mean, you're more inclined to love Gamma than you do like his, I mean, they don't really say anything. It's a little sad that you kill them, right? And he has, yeah, a rivalry with Beta. But yeah, everyone else just kind of like, you just go and you kill them. I mean, I don't have an opinion on this character. What do you guys think? I don't know. I'll take your guys' word for it. You know, Sonic Shuffle villain. Yeah, all right, we're gonna put you right down. They eyed? Okay, I'll put him in eye. Gerald. I mean, Gerald is pretty peak. That is, I mean, yeah, no, it's peak. Probably the best written, probably one of the best written characters in Sonic, like, period, you know? Like, you get, because it's like a character that went from good to evil, right? You know, wanting to find a cure for his daughter, then going through extreme means to go through it, government cutting his funding. But yeah, I think Gerald, yeah, his impact on the series, he, like, the fact that he had a post-death, like, plan, that makes him pretty peak. I fuck with that. King Boom Boo. You're ugly. Dude, I hate King Boom Boo. I hate everything about King Boom Boo. Now, I will say, King Boom Boo did get a little bit more aura because of that side story. If you remember on Halloween, they dropped like a side story where they explain like the lore that he's actually like a fallen king that went to find the treasure, and his spirit is within him. People forget that, which I think is pretty cool. So I might put him in I just because of like that old story. But otherwise, I mean, fuck you. You keep hitting me when I'm in first place, so I don't want to talk to you anymore. Oh, see, I put BioLizard right with Mecha, where like it's fire just because of like his story significance and how cool the boss fight is, and him being like a failed version of Shadow. I like that a lot. I think it's a very cool way to write up. But there's not much to him, but there's like an eerie dread of being like, oh my god, this is like a disgusting version of what like Shadow could have been had he not been complete. You know, he's kind of tragic. Again, you're just like another robot. Knuckles, your design's not even as good as like Mecha. Oh, Neo Metal. I'd put him in fire. He's not the best written character. Would you say peak? I don't know, man. I mean, I think he's fire. Because for me, like, it's like, I don't know, like, what does he do besides kind of show up and be like, oh, I destroy you! You know? So that's over. Yeah, over. I don't know. He's right. He did take over Eggman's army. He does have a cool ass design. I'm gonna put him in fire. I'm gonna keep him fire. I'm gonna keep my thing in fire. Metal Overlord's fire. He's not better than OG Metal. Exactly. I don't think so. I think it's like yeah. I do think a 2-minute transformation segment is a little extreme. Low-key Metal would be a better character if he was always Neo and actually talked. Yeah. This is Gemerald, right? But see, Emerald, I feel like Emerald is better than Gemerald, right? Because Gemerald is just like a copy of Emerald, right? Would you say he's peak? No, he's the good one, right? He's the one that hangs out with Cream, right? He's a great buddy to Cream. I'd put him I'll put him in fire. Yeah, I think he's an inferior version of Emerald. Emerald's story and conclusion are immaculate, not to sell G-Short. Yeah, I'll put him in fire. Uncommander obviously has gotten a lot more lore after the past few years. Gun Commander for me is fire. I think I've grown to, now that they've like given more lore to him and explained a bit more of his character, I can kind of understand him, knowing he had a relationship to, like, you know, the Robotnik family. He's a weird character, but I think he's been around a lot recently. Abraham Towers. He's cool. I guess, yeah, he's not really a villain, he's an antagonist, but I fuck with him, you know? Black Doom. I think Black Doom might be peak. I mean, this guy's just evil through and through. This guy is evil through and through. It's just like, he is an evil monster, bro. He is just like, I am here to manipulate you. I don't give a fuck about you. I want to use you. I'm here to destroy you all. You know, like, it's literally the devil from the Bible. He's evil, but he doesn't do much on his own. No, and I agree with that. I can get that. But I think there are some villains where, for me, I'm like, I don't mind them having lore and backstory to make them feel better. Some villains it works for. But I just like that this guy is just like, no, I'm just pure evil. Like, I am genuinely like, I am here to tell you to die. And I want you to die. And I want to use you. And I want to manipulate. It's like, he's pure evil. And I like that, bro. Yeah, he's a show stealer. He's chronically dead, so it makes sense he doesn't do much anymore. Yeah, but he's awesome. Which is a good kind of evil. Eggman opposite. He's fire. He's cool. Would I say he's, you know, better than Eggman, even if he's a copy of Eggman? No. They tried to make him a thing for a while. That's not his name. I know it's not his name. But hey, listen, man. We can't choose all our battles in this world. Yeah, I'm gonna go fire for him. He doesn't really do much in terms of like games. I mean, he does do a lot in Sonic Rush Adventure. Like, he is trying to, like, you know, work with Eggman, and then they're trying to take over the world together. But yeah, no, he's there. Chris, this is a tough one, man. I mean, he did drive a lot of people crazy. You know, he did drive people crazy. As a villain, I mean, he did trap Sonic as well and say, you're not leaving me, you fucking bastard. I don't give a shit about you. As a villain, I'm gonna put him in fire. I think he's a good villain. You know, he was valid though. I will say, man, opposites crash out where he goes, fuck it, I'll kill everyone myself. It's fun and cool. Yeah. I mean, they're carried by their design. They aight. The Eggman bro bots from Riders, they're all right. Babylon Rogues. Ooh. I feel like these guys are a trio for me. I can't separate them. They're not villains? Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, I'll put them in fire because they're more in the rival category, you know? I think like these guys go more into like rival territory. They are villains for the first half of the game, you know, when you don't really like, when they don't like you and they're not helping you. Yeah, they're antagonists, but like I would put them in fire, but I wouldn't put them in peak villain. But yeah, I would count them. I'll put them in fire because they're still really cool characters and they still do steal and stuff. Is that Iblis? No, that's fuck is that? That's Solaris. I mean, they just show up at the end as like an entity to murder. Mephiles. Mephiles got a big buff by... Ooh, man. Where am I thinking for Mephiles? You guys say P? He does actually kill Sonic. I still think he suffers a little bit from the writing of 06. But his plan was, yeah, a little stupid. But yeah, I'd put him in fire. I think like it's a good place for fire. You know, when he shows up, he's a scary design. I do love him in Shadow Gen so much. Like, I think the boss fight with the creepy music, I think him being like, I want to live. Like, if they ever re-explored that, where he came back to life and he was like, my purpose is to live. That would be a fucking awesome, like, full-on plot line. But yeah, his plan is overly complicated and just convenience for convenience sake. Iblis, I mean, he is the future destroyer. I'd say, like, carried by design and technically, like, lore. I'd put him in cool, right? I think that's a good place for Iblis. Fadiblis Sugar is what I would call him. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. Yeah, I think a Razor Jin is fucking awesome, dude. Like... That's because he's like, again, he follows a Black Doom to me where he's just pure evil, right? He is like pure evil. His final boss fight being Elf Layla, which is like 1,000 nights. He's scary. He tries to trap Shara. He's fucked up. He's literally abusive relationship person. Like, if we're talking about bad fucking villain, he's a bad person. He is a #1 hater too. I'd put him in peak. Yeah, I really love him. Yes, I don't like him, man. They try to make Captain Eggman menacing. I feel like he's just kind of goofy. He's got a cool boss theme, but he's nothing crazy for me. You know, he's like, okay, you're just like an Eggman lookalike. Now, Johnny, you're cool. You know, you're cool. What is that? Ifrit from... Oh, yeah. Yeah, booty cheeks, get out of here. I hate this design of Metal Sonic so much, dude. I genuinely don't like it at all. Freaky Sonic. Yeah, all right. Just go down here, buddy. I mean, they're aight, I guess. Villainous? I don't know. Well, no, these are the Rider Zero Gravity bots. You're right. I mean, they're aight. They're just kind of robots, right? OG Orbot. I mean, I'm not. People are not. I mean, these guys are not villains to me. Who the fuck is this? Is this a villain from Chronicles? I feel like if I don't know this, this is from Chronicles. Is it? Yep. Yeah. All right, get out of there, bro. So Dark Gaia follows, like, I'm gonna put him in fire because he is like he is pure evil. Peace out, Ace. He is pure evil, but he's not like Chaos where like you see him throughout the entire game. But like as a design, it's very scary, and he has like that aura, like when you see him in the beginning of the game, like when the planet like erodes, and like he's technically the cause of all this. Yeah, I feel like he's carried by menacing aura. You know, he's like Mecha Sonic in that sense. Who is this? Merlin? The fuck does Merlin do? My god, dude, what the? What does he do? I don't even remember. Okay, man, just put him down here. Peak. Seeing the traitor arc is awesome, dude. You have this girl that, you know, you go into this world to try and help and save, and then you get betrayed. And oh my god, dude, she's fucking awesome, dude. She's so cool. She's a baddie. Raw final boss designs, like one of the few female, female final boss characters. One of the best plot twists, I think, in the series. And yeah, she's the one singing in the final boss. It's like, she's so fucking cool. Fantastic. I love her. The Black Knight himself, he's cool. I think he just kind of goes, oh, I'm evil. Like he just kind of, oh, here I am to cause a problem. He doesn't really do much, you know? So again, you go and eye for these bots. Again, Orbot and Cubot for me are eye. They're not like in the villain territory. So, all right, let me tell you. Booty cheeks. I'll give him cool. I will at least, I can conceive that Zavok is at least cool. And yeah, Xena being booty cheeks is fire because I want her. Yeah, you want to talk about a dick villain? This guy. Evil Cloud, bro. It's just an you know, like that's it, man. It's so whatever to me, man. Lyric, yeah, you're going in booty cheeks. Get out of here. You just most generic cartoon villain of all time. Boom Shadow, offensive to the character. Get out of here. I mean, a surprise boss fight, but would I call it like a cool villain? I don't know. I mean, she's aight, right? Booty cheeks. Why is what the Mirror Mario and okay, get out of here. Hard-boiled heavies, man, they're aight, bro. I mean, they are the definition of aight, bro. I never really, I don't know. It felt like they wanted to make like a character out of them, but they didn't really do it, you know. So I'd put them there. What is this angry? But I mean, you're aight, I guess. No, you're whatever, dude. Infinite is he's aight. I'll give him aight. Yeah, where's Sage? Hold on, we gotta update this. There's some missing characters. Hold on. I think pretty peak. I love Sage. I think Sage, you know, being the daughter of Eggman, well, like getting to become the daughter of Eggman slowly. Her design is sick. Her character is super cool. You know, seeing her now even work with Eggman and be like, hey, it's his world to conquer, not like trying to change him or anything. I really like that. Can you put Sage next to her dad? Yeah, we'll put her next to her dad. There you go, right there. Yeah, she's awesome, man. I love her. Okay. Oh wait, the end. Let me put the end. Sonic. There we go. Giant ass fucking moon, bro. All right, they have to really squander Infinite's potential because his whole thing is to be a really reality warper who is beaten up about his worth, so he builds the world to be his potential. Is a really cool concept, but they do nothing. Exactly. That's why I have him in eye, because on paper he's super cool, but the execution is super poor. I think the end again. I would put it in fire. It's a kind of a scary being that shows up at the end of the game, but it's not enough of like a presence throughout the game to keep it in like peak. But I do love like the dialogue, you know, the aura of it and everything. I like the end. I think the end's really fucking cool. Well, it does talk. Yeah, no, it does talk to you, but it's like you don't feel its effects throughout the game as much, you know. But the voice is there and it's creepy. Surge, again, Surge is like, but see, I think Surge is the same reason they don't have Shadow on here, because like isn't she good now? Or am I mistaken? You know? Add the orc from SO and shit, you might be... No, I guess she's not, yeah. I'll put her in fire. Kid, you aight. Starline, kind of a psycho dickhead, but he is kind of a loser. So I'm gonna put him in cool. He doesn't do too much for me. It's a weird spot for it? Yeah, it is a weird spot for it. That's why I don't have Shadow. That's why they don't put Shadow on here. Which I don't think Shadow should be on here. because he's not a villain. So, and I have Agent Stone. That's the GOAT, bro. I mean, this is a villain that will go to the ends of the world for his man, you know, for his guy. That is the villain, you know what I mean? That's the person. Lock the fuck in. We're up, dude. Generational, bro. Generational, you know?